And I think I was born, I always said I was a prophet, you feel me? In jail, everywhere I went, anybody that know me, they know, like, if I stepped in a building, it's revolutionary first, it's family first. Gangs is last. You feel me? Like, the gang aspect of blood is last to me. It never been first. The ignorant part of it never been in my character. You feel me? I always was held because of my heart and because of how I stood.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Even from the streets.
Even the acronym of it is on some positive shit.
Right.
Honestly speaking, you know what I mean? It's like on some brotherhood shit.
But
so.
I can't paint a picture of it being like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Because everybody that's in it don't live like it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it took me to go through my trials. It took me to go through my bed for me to understand where I was supposed to be at in life. You feel me? Because I was caught up like everybody else in the identity crisis, watching movies like Scarface and you feel me, and Minister Society and Colors and shit like that growing up. It'll have an effect on your psyche. That's why you gotta be cautious of what your kids watch and listen to, especially in the era of today. That's why these kids is growing up so fast. You feel me? And they not ready for that knowledge. Even though we want them to be and it looks cool, you gotta have time to assess.
You do.
And really, you feel me?
That's a fact.
Because you will find yourself having a grown-ass kid who never lived life as a kid. Like Michael Jackson.
Facts.
All the way fucked up.
Trying to revert back to that.
Trying to go back to that like me. I'm in my second childhood. I did 23 years in prison. I'm 41. You feel me? But that's why I joined this life right here, you know, and joined up with the red niggas because they was on some brotherhood stuff when I came around, when I moved around in Harlem, when I went to the Bronx, wherever I went and I seen Bloods, they was always together.
Yeah.
And it was like, if I came around, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it had got to the point where I'm dating females and all of that in niggas' neighborhoods, and I'm coming through them shits, and they like, where you from? And I'm like, from Long Island, like from Crime Dodge.
That's a fact.
And niggas is like, where the fuck is that? This is the boroughs I'm talking about. I'm in Harlem in Polo Grounds. I'm in St. Nick Projects. I'm in what's damn son, pardon me, man.
What's the shit?
Dr. Martin Luther King,
Forster.
Yeah, down on 112. You feel me? And it's crazy because that's where I'm at.
All of that.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? But if I go to any of them neighborhoods or any of them projects and shit, they always rolled it out for me.
Yeah.
They always show me love. Shout out to my son Costo, Jack Frost from 129th. You feel me? In St. Nick. You feel me? Like, shout out to all my people, Conehead, Tut, all of them from 112th, Cash, Murder. You feel me? All the brothers that out there that embraced me when I came through y'all areas, when I, you feel me, stepped around your way. My son Dot out of Douglas, you feel me? Even though he holding it down where he at, you feel me?
But you was a youngin' doing that though. Right. That's what people don't understand though.
Young as hell, 15 years old.
Word.
You know, making my rounds in the boroughs of New York, the worst cities in 96, 97. You feel me?
Fact. And people from Long Island wasn't even traveling like that.
Yeah, you wasn't young. Like, I had to get away from home. It was a different type of fight. It was
That's
like,
a fact.
I'd get on the train and just shoot out. And they got to the point where it was like, man, nah, I got to stand up in this shit. You feel me? I got to bring something around my way and change how everybody living out here. I fucked with all of the street gangs that was around my way because ultimately, like, I was in school, I was popular. I never was not popular in school. I was handsome. I was athletic. I played basketball, football. I went into wrestling. I did gymnastics. You feel what I'm saying? I knew how to draw, you know, so I kept a female.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
he was into shit. So yeah.
You feel me? Like, and everybody that was around enjoyed my company.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't into no bullshit. You feel me? But I didn't play no games either.
Yeah.
So you got both sides. You got the good and you got the bad side. If you wanted the bad side, it's going to get ugly.
That's just moving sturdy, though.
Right.
Honestly, you know.
Militant.
Yeah, exactly.
Discipline.
Yeah.
I had a family structure. You know, morals and principles was embedded in me. So I knew how to carry myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't no idiot. I had fights. I went through everything what everybody else went through. But I was a leader.
Yeah.
I was a leader. So my little NTO, my brothers that was NTO, they was younger than me. So when I say little, I'm not saying from them being like degraded.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
saying they younger than me. You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But I was hanging out with them. That was my age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I was older than by 2 years or so. You
Yeah.
know? Then I had my mans. That was my age bracket. We was in the sports and all that type of shit. But if you going through something at home, it's gonna alter how you are as a person.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
Always.
So you gonna start doing things quicker than other people.
That's a fact.
Because you start getting introduced to different
adjust.
things.
You gotta adjust to the lifestyle.
And that was my uncle's fault.
Mm-hmm.
My Uncle Buddy, rest in peace. I can't say he did something bad because I appreciate the jewels he gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Like how to show your nails, how to be a man. These are the things that us men got to give to our kids and give to people out here in society that we're not giving. And I still only got one ear. This with my godmother, your mother. The earring I got in my left ear.
That's a fact.
She did that for me. And I never got another earring. I never followed certain trends.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's like, it looked cool and all that, but what is the significance behind it? You change your culture, you changing a lot of things. Even though if you look in Africa, that's what changed my whole mind state with that too.
Yeah.
Because they say only the left side is for men.
Mm-hmm.
That's the European concept. But in Africa, they did holes everywhere.
Yeah, that's
true. And it was
yeah.
symbolic for something, for reason.
That's a fact.
Success for warrior stripes, for, struggle, admit certain things. So when we make these embraces in life, like I did when I embraced this, I originally got into it for family reasons, and I got into deep with the culture of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? The negative aspect of it, I'm talking about, the color banging. I got caught up in that because it was taught later.
Yeah.
So once you start doing that, you lose yourself.
I think it was loyal.
Right.
I think he was being loyal to
the oath.
Yeah, exactly.
Conduct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And at that point in time in my life, I learned that I had to change it.
Mm-hmm.
People walk and run from death.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in this lifestyle right here, you walk towards death.
Yeah.
You feel like a superhero.
Yeah. Like
even
baby
though you
steps,
living as a villain.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel like a superhero because you like this. All right, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do this, and and once you overcome that, it's like a stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a boost of adrenaline.
But if you look at
ego.
But if you look at your story, like it's a little bit different, right? Because like the first time you did a bid, actually, I don't know if you got caught for some small shit, but you end up doing some time for some shit you did in there.
Well, I was introduced to that because I had got into some shit out my way, and my mom was like, "Yo, you leaving?" Cause some people's stories is different.
Mm-hmm.
Some people wanted to be down. I never wanted to be down. I had the heart of a lion as a kid.
Yeah.
Now, the eye of the tiger, all of that. You feel me? So it was an asset for me when I got involved with this shit. Because I felt like a leader and a man even as a little
already,
boy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It was me and my sister raising each other. My mom's had 2 jobs and on welfare at that time. You feel me? And we had to raise ourselves.
That's a fact.
Me and my sister 1 year apart. Shout out to Nika, man.
That's a whole fact.
You don't settle. You know what I mean? You're a queen, man. You got the gift, you got the drip, you got everything you need to succeed in life. You don't gotta want or nothing from nobody. You just gotta will it and live it. Like this interview is gonna be so long because I can't give you all of my life.
Give you the gems, yeah. You can't give.
And I got jewels forever. I got a big heart. You feel
That's
me?
a fact.
So like when we talking this shit, it's real. You feel me? Ain't nothing.
Now you gotta
tell them.
You gotta tell them like. When you caught the first case when you was in Nassau, right? You got to tell them about what happened in there. That's how people would know.
Look,
you know
now look, this is what it was. I came out there. Shout out to E&J, Eric Rucker. Shout out to Eggy B, Flames, Quest. Some did bad. So I'm just naming names because I don't know who did bad in their cases. I don't get involved with the politics.
Yeah.
But when I was with them, they all did good. You feel me? So these names that I'm naming is just individuals that, when I was introduced to their neighborhood and they was riding the red wave too, You feel me? I was able to have a second family. So I went from my neighborhood where there was no Bloods to a neighborhood that was full of Bloods and full of Crips and full of MS-13 in Roosevelt. So who I'm with? Who gonna be my protectors and my brothers in this new neighborhood that I'm going to? The Bloods.
That's a fact.
And it just so happened that my aunt was dating one. So I fell right into the heads of a Blood Nation.
Yeah.
Spiritual energy. Ironic. You feel me? Shout out to Ra, you heard? You know, this is real story. This is not a made up story. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So I was guided and aided at a young age when I decided to join this shit, and it became a family. My aunt is dating the Blood at this point. I move into her home.
And you was already tapped in, though.
And I'm already tapped in.
Cali and all that. So
but I'm just saying, you know, I was younger.
Yeah, exactly. At that time,
in Cali then. I was in New York.
Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah.
But I'm just saying that what kept it in my system was me going to my aunts and living there, and now the environment and the area, but I went and switched my set.
That's a
and
fact.
They still embrace me. And like everywhere else, you got to prove your loyalty. However it is that you prove it.
I always think people are respected more if you stay where you at. Yeah. They always got to respect it more like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it was never, nigga, I used to throw up the V with them. You feel me? All the time, because at the end of the day, that was they set.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You feel me?
But they know in your heart where you stand. That's what matters, you know what I mean?
I think the leader of that shit, Doughboy, I met him and shit, but Tone Young, I ain't never meet Tone Young. We just missed each other, but I think he did bad in the case, or a couple of them, you know what I mean? But shout outs to Bigger, shout out to Murder L Murder, rather, pardon me, L Murder. Even though, you know, like, it's a touchy situation with names, because people did foul shit. Yeah. And
you didn't encounter them like that. Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah. But you know, like I said, when I met these brothers,
it was good.
Nigga, you come through Centennial Park. See, this is the thing that I'm saying to people. People look at shit and they see the negative. But let's talk about the positive, though.
That's a fact.
Let's talk about how you got these foreigners, these MS-13 members, they destroying our communities. They raping our kids. They burning our houses up. They doing whatever. You feel me? Committing crimes. And you got the Bloods that's protecting the community.
That's a fact.
That's trying to clean that act up. And they putting us in jail saying that we committing crimes and we these type of vicious people. But really what we doing is protecting our neighbor. Because that's what I seen when I was there. Yeah. You know what we was doing? We was in the Roosevelt Park playing basketball. Sitting down smoking weed, probably drinking a little liquor. You feel me? Because that's our hood. Yeah. You feel me?
Not doing too much chilling.
We ain't doing that. Yeah. But then we see a MS-13, you feel me? He coming down with a machete or with a bat or with a chain, or he looking for some problems.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they rolling packs hella deep.
Yeah, You
feel me?
13s, yeah.
So,
they
so
definitely do.
So it was a different atmosphere when I moved out there. This when I got introduced to real gangbanging. You feel me? So now it becomes survival. Now it's not about fucking, you know, being cool and just being family. It's about protecting my family now. Yeah. And that's how I got caught up with my case. You know, rivals. It was a big fight. My son Tragedy, Naquan, he had a fight with Johnny and shit. He dusted him off. And he was a Crip. He was a rip. So a nigga felt some type of way. And now niggas go to the guns. I'm new on the set. I got to prove my loyalty.
That's a fact.
This is just what it was.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's how it goes.
Whole situation transpired. Me and the other kid that was a homie, we get away, we break away. I tosses the hammer, the D's, the police, they surround us. He takes them to the hammer. I got betrayed. Man. Listen, this is what you call loyalty right here. I got betrayed my first mission. I got betrayed my first mission. You heard what they people's, but Son wasn't from they set. He was from Queens or somewhere. He was a relative of somebody called LP from out there. Wheezy nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Niggas did them while the fire extinguishing them down and all that, beating them wild crazy when I got locked up. You feel me? Because he told.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like the police would have never have found the hammer.
If you
he took him right through
it.
it. Like,
exactly.
After he got caught. I didn't even get caught first.
Nah, that's
you
crazy.
You feel me? But this is why they loved me and respected me so much out there. And then mind you, this is a whole neighborhood that I'm not from.
Yeah.
That I could have just told on everybody.